Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. I will be doing a live stream for the game for Union Berlin against Bayern. Just got to get a little disclaimer. I have got the team sheets up here, as I know no one from Union Berlin. From Bayern point of view, they obviously annihilated Chelsea about 2 months ago. It's quite a good team. It's quite a good team. Bearing in mind they have Alaba playing centre half, who is well known for being an attacking fullback, and I think even for Christ, he's Austrian, playing left wing is nutty. So yeah, who knows? I'm doing this watch along, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Team for Bayern: Neuer, Pavard, Boateng, Alaba, Alphonso Davies, an incredible young talent. Thiago, Kimmich, Muller, Goretzka, Gnabry, who ripped us apart, and Lewandowski, of course, up front. I mean, you don't beat him. He is the best in the world by far. I think the game's just about to kick off now. I've never done one of these, so please bear with me. I hope it will all be good. Hopefully get loads of people watching. Who knows that's going to be the case. All I can see is people that are online at the moment, and there's not that many, but we're going to keep on going. Here we go, kick off. Here it is. I'm not going to do like commentary either. I'm not one of those people that does like, if you want to listen to the commentary, watch the game. If you want to watch along, I'll try and do what I can. I believe I've got questions that are allowed to be asked. I think I've got the chat on. I think all messages. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, if you've got any questions for me, any thoughts or opinions that you want to share with me, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer questions or give my thoughts on certain subjects and whatnot. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Union Berlin as well, very very classy team. I don't know if anyone knows this. I've been trying to plaster it out on social media in the last few days. Well, last few weeks, I suppose. Union Berlin had a really cool story. Their fans basically got them out of debt. They gave blood, which in Germany you get paid to do, which I did not realise at all. So yeah, that was quite interesting. They gave blood. I think they raised, I think it was about 1.5 million euros, and they paid off the debt that was owed to them. They literally gave their blood, got paid for it, and then put their blood back into the club. I suppose it's quite a nice story. It's a very nice story, I must admit. Small little ground, not exactly what I expected. I did actually say that they were going to be my team for the Bundesliga, as all these crappy things have gone around saying, oh, who's your team for the Bundesliga when it returns? I was actually going to pick Union Berlin, but there was one big downfall, which is that they wear a Macron kit, and I'm a 2XL, a Macron kit 2XL. Doesn't work like that, not at all. So hence I've had to go elsewhere. Yeah, let's go into it. Here we are, Union Berlin. They've got, I don't even know, Subasic, I know. I assume that's the same guy that was at Dortmund. I hope it is, anyway. Trimmel, I can say these names. Lenz, Andricht. Probably Bootler rather than Butler. Ujai, and I don't know how you say that. Anyway, we'll go with it and see how it happens. Let's go with it. Let's just try and roll and see what happens. Bayern in white, of course. Lovely kit, that. Even like that, that's a half a chance for Lewandowski, and he still looks like he could be scoring it. With a wicked deflection, he just looks like it's going to find its way in. Yeah, he got injured in that, I didn't realise. So he just come back. Quite a nice story in the earlier game as well, which was that I decided not to do a review for it. Probably should have. Great game, 2-2. Took a while to get going, I must admit. But the centre forward for the away team, I can't remember his name now. He broke his leg in like pre-season. Then all of a sudden, just like that, come out of nowhere, and yeah, here we are. He was playing the game, so they kept saying that the break has helped him, which is a terrible fucking pun. Terrible pun. I don't know. Am I allowed to swear on these? I hadn't thought about that. I'm going to do it anyway. Who cares? I'm not exactly going to get like billions and billions of dollars off it. So let's just try and see what happens. Any questions you've got as well, people, let me know. Put it down in the little comment section or chat section, whatever it's called below. And I'll do my best to answer it. Actually, I wonder if I can get it on here. That would be a good point. That would be intelligent, Ian. See? Proactive. Let me try and get it up on my laptop, and then I can answer on there. I can look it on there rather than look it on here. It's a very weird stadium. It's a very, very weird stadium. Oh, I have got someone. Hi, how are you? Welcome. It's very strange. I'm looking at myself on here and I'm looking at myself on there. It's very odd. Right, let's go back onto the football. I don't really know what to expect from this game. I think most people are expecting it to be a Bayern win. But I think possibly it's because of obviously how Dortmund got on yesterday, so the pressure is on big time. I just hope they there we are, a couple of shots. There we are. That's okay. I just hope there's a game of it rather than just like the kind of, the classic. Oh, well, it's 1-0. Oh, well, it's 2-0. Oh, there's a chance. I hope there's a bit more kind of give and take to it, I must admit. Chelsea will not win the Premier League. That is ridiculous. Liverpool have got it. I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those people that don't think it should start back up again. I don't think the nation is in a position to be able to do that. Very different with Germany and possibly Spain as well, but I don't think the nation's handled it that well, so I don't see Chelsea winning the Premier League at all. Even I don't... that's a very silly question. Very, very silly question. Yeah, maybe next year or something like that, but even then I still think we're quite a way off it. Oh, here we go. Come forward. Who the hell gave that offside? Lino didn't give it. Or was it handball maybe? Oh, high foot though. Oh, that's not high foot. He put his head down into that. I'm not the kind of person to do transfer videos, to be completely honest. There are people out there that are a bit better in terms of transfer videos. That's not really my thing. I will do them if people want me to do them, but it's not. I'm not one of those people that's going to be on it like a, on it like a hawk or something like that. On it like a rash, or whatever you want to say it. On it like a car bonnet. If there's reaction to be made, I will probably more react to a signing or react to a deal happening. Maybe it is like the Willian contract extension or something like that, rather than, oh, there's a rumour going around. That's not really my thing, to be honest with you. I kind of deal in fact, not in, rumours and stuff. It's just personal opinion. Let's see what. Hi, mate. Oh, the Proud Australian. Are you actually from Australia, the Proud Australian? I must say that. It's a different... Because I know many people that aren't Australian that claim to be Australian, and I know loads of people that are Australian that kind of hide it away from it. So are you an actual Australian living in London or living in the UK, or are you actually from Australia? Let me know, because I've always seen the name pop up. I have always seen... You're an actual Australian. Do you live where? That's my next question. I will not be doing a reaction video after this game, no. I will be doing like a little bit of a sum up, I suppose. What of Arab heritage? Oh, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Is everyone going to be Australian now in the chat? There's not many people in there, but I'm sure everyone's going to decide to be Australian in a minute. Aussie of Arab, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Anyway, back to football. Gnabry was the person who caused Chelsea so many problems. It was him and Davis that caused Chelsea a lot of problems back in early March? Or it was February, wasn't it? Bloody hell. Jesus. I've gotten older since then. Bloody hell. He caused a lot of damage, especially with Alphonso Davis down that left-hand side. Because they were up against Reece James, which I suppose in the Chelsea back four was the obvious place to attack. But especially when you've got the players of that quality as well, it was always bound to happen. There's a few people. Do I think Chelsea needs to replace Kepa? No, I don't. I like him. The one problem you got with Kepa is he's on such a big contract. You're going to struggle to get anyone who wants to take it off you anyway. So we might as well give him a go and try it. That would be what I would do anyway. Definitely what I would do. I don't think we need to replace him. He needs to prove himself still, but I wouldn't replace him. It's not like a must need at the minute. People are talking about Neuer, actually, funny enough, about in this game. Oh, God, this is good football. Oh, it's a bad ball in. That was a bad ball. I don't know who it was that slipped. I think it might have been Goretzka. Kante to leave. I'm one of the people, as much as I love Kante, I would be willing to listen to offers, because if someone wants to come and give you 90 million or some 80, 90 million for him, I think I have to let him go, to be honest with you. Only because Kante, when he was around at the time, he was the Makalele that people kind of weren't expecting. Do you know what I mean? You know, like it was like Makelele revolutionised. Oh, keeper. Yeah, Makelele was like that revolutionary that didn't really, you know, no one really saw coming, I suppose. It probably sounds a bit vague, but no one really saw him coming. Then he made the position his own. He was fantastic. Then Kante came in and did the same thing, and obviously he was compared massively between the two. There is a few people that can replace him in different ways now. I actually always like Matic when playing centre midfield for us, or defensive midfield for us. I always did like Matic. He had his loose moments, but you can get a Kante and Matic kind of mix. Someone like who's a good example? There's a guy that plays for Watford, centre of the park. I think his name is it Decore. I think it's Decore. Now, is he the same quality as Matic? No, but does he run around as much as Kante and get in the way? And is he able to intercept balls and everything? Yeah, he does. He puts tackles in. He wins the ball back. That's fair enough. But yeah, I just think it's I think if someone come in for like 70, 80, 90 million for Kante, I'd have to listen to it, and I probably would have to let him go. I would have to. It would be impossible. Kante for Bale. Bale would be a good signing actually for Chelsea. I do entertain that a lot. But it would depend on where we would want to play him. Because if we're playing Ziyech, I think we're going to play Ziyech right wing, which means Bale would have to go up front. Which I actually wouldn't have a problem with, to be completely honest. I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. But I think Chelsea have got too much faith in Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount to sign another player that's going to turn into a centre midfielder. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I actually want to see Mount play right wing, to be completely honest with you. I think he's a real threat when he comes on. He's got the pace. He's got everything that you need. So anyway, let's get back to this game. That's a good ball in. Oof. I've heard about Union Berlin. I mean, I know it's their first year in the league. I know obviously how they got there, and they've been through a big emotional roller coaster. The fans are a big, big thing. They've always said that. It's kind of like Bournemouth, I suppose, a smaller ground, but the fans make all the action, all the noise, so that'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But in terms of how they play, I haven't really heard a lot. I'm supporting, call it what you want, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and I've heard they've played a lot of good football, and they're exciting to watch, but I haven't heard a great deal about Union Berlin and what they're like to watch and to see play, so it'll be really interesting. I mean, I know how Bayern play because we got whacked by them 2 months ago, whatever it was, 3 months. Is it 2 or 3 months? It's 2 months ago, isn't it? No, 3 months ago. God, I'm losing the will to live here. This lockdown's taking its toll on me. Where's the game stream? There's no game stream. Go on the telly. Ben Chilwell to Chelsea for 50 million quid and Rice and Ross Barkley swap deal. No, I don't entertain Rice. He's all right, but he hasn't proved himself to be enough for me to warrant such a big move, I suppose. I like him. He's okay. Everyone wants to reunite him with Mason Mount, and you get all the ha 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 and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one, but who knows? Who cares? I wouldn't entertain the Rice rumours at all, to be completely honest. So there we are. Let's see what else is going on. No one can replace Hazard. That's completely correct. Which is also why I don't want Jadon Sancho, because if I wanted to spend 100 million on a winger, I'd have just kept Hazard. Personal opinion, but there we are. Hazard has been shafted since he's gone to Madrid. It's that adaptation and whatever. As much as I love Hazard, I don't ever think he's going to be the same player again. As much as I'd love him to be, and I did say in my reaction video when he announced that he left, I wanted him to go and be the best player in the world and go and really love it and enjoy it, but I don't think it's going to be the case at all. At all. I wish it was, but I don't think it will be. I assume do we want Alonso to leave is Marcus Alonso, I assume, rather than anyone else. He's a weird one, Alonso, because he clearly scores goals, so you're tempted to keep him, but I don't know if I'd massively be on letting him go or keeping him. It's a bit of a weird one. It's one of those ones one of them's got to go. Emerson or Alonso, one of them has to go. If you're looking purely in terms of which one you're going to get more out of, let go of Emerson. keep Alonso because he's clearly a Chelsea. Not I can't say fans' favourite. That's the wrong word, but he's clearly got an affiliation to the Chelsea fans. Emerson hasn't as much, so I think I would be tempted to let go of Emerson only because his transfer value would be a bit more than Alonso's, I suppose. And also as well, he'll probably be happy to go elsewhere. Where Alonso's had 3 different clubs in England, you can clearly tell he likes it here. So yeah, no, I think that'd be interesting, definitely. Oh, great turn. This is the thing with someone like Gnabry is obviously he's one of those players that hit an immense form, and when he bangs one, he bangs a few and whatever. It does happen, but he's one of those players from what I've seen previously, he's a form player. Now, no one's played in this league for 2 months, 3 months, so no one's on form. So it'll be interesting to see how he kind of comes back into it. And if Union Berlin have to slip up for him to be able to kind of, you know, make those lethal moves and those killer passes and the dangerous darting runs, I think. Chelsea would never move for Neymar. Never, ever, ever move for Neymar. I've seen Neymar play live a few times. He's good. I don't rate him as much as I once did. I saw him as a 17-year-old kid play against Scotland. 17 or 18 he was at the time, and he was fantastic, and I loved him. I was hyped around him. I think I had him as my wallpaper. I actually did a Neymar piece for my graphic design as a final piece in GCSE. I rated the guy so much, but what he's done since is just straight down. So, who knows? I don't know. Not too sure. Do you know, I didn't actually realise how good Pavard was. Until, with the French team, you saw him and he scored a... the subs look so weird. You saw him, of course, with the French team at the Euros, and it was like, oh, Christ, okay, he is really good. And what? Sorry, the World Cup, you go, oh, okay, he's really good. But you didn't really know kind of much about it. There's a few players, it always happens with everyone. You see them play at a tournament, and then just like that, disappears. But yeah, no, he's been really, really good since he's been at Bayern, I must admit. By the way, I should have asked, in terms of the volume of my telly, can anyone hear it? Because that was one thing I kind of didn't want it to interrupt or get in the way, or do people want to hear it? I don't know, that's down to them. It's very odd, of course, because there's no fans, so it's like very quiet on my telly anyway. I don't like Muller, he's so annoying. What was the big long question? I don't think Real Madrid has been how he expected it. I assume it's about Hazard. He was attracted to the dream of playing for them, but the problem with the Hazard thing he's off. He's got to be off. He's got to be offside. He's got to be offside. Serge Gnabry has headed it in. Right, it was goal bound. It beat the keeper 1,000,000%. Is he onside? Oh, he's onside. The jammy git. Oh, that'll go to VAR. They've got VAR, haven't they? I'm sure that they must have VAR. Someone confirm that. I'm sure they have. The goal has currently been given. But that's got to be turned round. Even Lewandowski was shaking his finger. Cologne. They have got VAR, that's good. I'm just going to turn up a touch more so I can hear it. Again, if it gets in the way, please do let me know. In the way? Let me know. This is where it's interesting. This is the other thing I've noticed about watching these games as well, is their VAR, whether it's just been the decisions that have been given, are a lot quicker than how they are in the Premier League. There was 1 or 2 where they was a bit late, especially in the game earlier. We okay? What?
That's offside.
Oh, it's mile offside. Yeah, I agree. Completely agree.
It's nuts.
But they're taking 20 minutes to decide it. It's typical. Absolutely typical. It's nice to know VAR doesn't work anywhere in the world. Oh, lovely. Brilliant, well done. But the problem I've got, let's go right the way back here, is why, please do tell me why, they actually lined up ready for the kickoff to be taken. It's that's nuts to me. Anyway, it's 0-0. There we are. We've had a goal, not had a goal. I did one of these before, not for this channel, for a different one, and I was just waiting, and the game was so dead. I can't remember what game it was now. I think it must have been a Chelsea one, a few years ago, and the game was just so dire. And we waited about 80 minutes for the first bit of action, and it was a goal line scramble. The ball didn't even go in, and the one guy it finished 1-0. I can't remember what game it was. It was a fucking stupid breakaway goal through someone you've never heard of before in your life. It might have been a pre-season one we did. One of the kids or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was so boring. So boring. So boring. Right, sorry, I've missed out a few questions. Neymar or Hazard? Hazard. You can kind of hear it. It's not too loud. That's okay. Yeah, Neymar when he was young, the Olympics, Josh K comment, he was fantastic when he was young, but the more he's grown into this brand and all this crap, I hate it. I just hate it. He's a very good player, but is he deserving of everything that gets thrown at him? And also as well, he acts like a baby. I hate to say it, he acts like a baby. And I get that he's breaking records for Brazil and all this stuff, but that's because he's been given opportunities. And now all of a sudden when it comes against him, it's people are always comparing him to Pele and the original Ronaldo. No one for me will ever beat the original Ronaldo. He was a proper goal scorer. Pele had some fantastic teams around him, but I'm pretty sure you could have put Ronaldo in any team in the world and he would have just been fantastic. He would have been absolutely fantastic. It's 2 a.m. in Australia. Jesus, take care. Would you take Ben Chilwell? I would, but I wouldn't be willing to pay the money that I think they want for him. Well, here we go, free kick. No. It's always interesting watching these because obviously they've been training for, what was it, 2 weeks now? Week and a half, 2 weeks. So there's always there's still that kind of bit of rustiness going on. But, you know, the first touch, especially, is the main thing. I don't get the first touch. You don't lose it. I've played with players, you know, like retired players and all this stuff for charity games and all that stuff. I've seen them played with them, had chats with them. Even if they can't run, they don't lose the touch. You never lose the touch. But some of these people have got trampoline feet in some of the games I've been watching. It was Schalke yesterday. I can't remember who it was. One of their centre forwards. Trampoline. Oh, here we go. That's a great ball. Oh! Someone just please confirm. Is it Subotic that used to be at Borussia Dortmund? It must be, but they should have been scoring there. I know that was a lucky touch and whatever, but clinical Bayern, they're probably 2-0 up by now. Clinical Bayern is Thomas Muller, don't touch the ball. But is that just Thomas Muller? There we are. Yeah, if Willian goes to Tottenham, I can't say he's dead to me. He's a Chelsea legend, and it'd be incredibly and utterly frustrating. But I know one of the guys in Willian's PR team. Oh, that's so unlucky for Lewandowski. I know one of the guys in Willian's PR team or charity PR team that he does quite a lot of work where I live. Supporting kids and stuff, and he looks incredibly settled in London, so I do think you're going to struggle to get rid of him to anywhere else other than a London club. He ain't going to go to West Ham, he ain't going to go to QPR, he ain't going to go to Charlton, so where's left? You know, you've got Fulham who can't afford to pay him, you've got Tottenham and Arsenal, that's it. So Arsenal don't want him, Tottenham do want him, Liverpool he keeps banging on about as well, which I think if Liverpool come in for anyone realistically, you'd have to be looking to kind of go, unless of course you're one of us, but there we are. Yeah. That'd be a good game as well, Werder Bremen against Leverkusen, because Bremen are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Jeez, I didn't realise how small Gnabry is. It's only when I see them there and you see the levels behind him, people that are a fair few yards behind him look the same, or look even taller than me. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Do we need a new keeper because Willie Caballero is out of contract? I would like Tom Heaton. I'd like to keep Willie, but I think Willie has been quite vocal in saying that he wants to go back to Spain. And look, if he wants to do that, he's been good enough for Chelsea. I'd let him do that. That's okay. I like Tom Heaton. I think we could pick. I do think we could pick him up, and I think we'd be doing. You could do a lot worse than that. The one I'd also really try and pick up would be Ben Foster, because I think if you gave him a deal that he couldn't refuse, he would jump ship from Watford. Because let's be real, Chelsea aren't going to get relegated from the Premier League. Watford every single year manage to find themselves in a relegation scrap, even when they've got good teams, and they beat Liverpool and they still find themselves in a relegation scrap. It's, do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones. It is one of those ones. So I think I would try and find a backup keeper. But if we can keep Willie, I'd keep him. 1,000,000% I'd keep Willie. He has done nothing wrong for Chelsea. He's been an incredible servant. I'd keep him. Yeah, Kepa has cost us some games, but he'll learn from that. He'll get better. And that's all we can ask. That's all we can ask. Now, let's see what happens here. Union Berlin. This is a very good opportunity. Oh, it's got to be Subasic from Borussia Dortmund. Same hair. Has to be. Neuer in goal. Was that rumour ever true that he wore like the 3-finger glove thing? That'd be fascinating to know. I've never found that out. I remember there was a big rumour when I was at school that was the truth. Anyway. Flicks. Is it corner? Oh, that's alright. Yes. 50 million for Ben Chilwell is too much. When he was in form and lethal, like he was earlier on in the year, yeah, pay 50, 70 million, something in that neck of the woods. Any more than that, no. Not at all. Liverpool signed Van Dijk for 75 million. Is Ben Chilwell anywhere near as good as Van Dijk? No. No, he is not. Also, I need this wall here. If I'm going to do more of these, which please tell me in the comment section if you do want me to do more of these. I need this wall full of something. I don't know what it is, but it just needs to be not dead space over here. It's terrible because I'm a broadcasting student. I really should know this, but there we are. This is what's going on. This is the world we're living in. This is not the way I saw this game going. I did semi-see this being not an annihilation, but I did see this being one-way traffic quite heavily. But Bayern just can't seem to get it clicking. Why, I don't know, but there we are. Who's coming in now? Hi, Megs!
Hey!
What's going on?
Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Oh, God.
I know.
Okay, bye!
Bye. God. Shut the door, got right a whiff then. Fucking horrible perfume. There we are. Anyway, 0-0. 0-0 indeed. Let me know in the comment section as well, or in the chat, whichever you prefer. Are you watching this game live and watching me, or are you watching only me? Let me know. I'm always interested to find out these things. Do you want to know how they work, to be completely honest with you? Because Theo, I don't know if you know Theo Ogden, good friend of mine. He did a stream yesterday, and I'm not going to lie, I copied him. But no, he looked like he got a good amount of views. He looked like he was doing well with it, so fair play to him. That was a game that I should have done it for. That first game back, I mean, the big names that were watching it, Mbappe was watching it, Lineker and all the big TV personalities, they were all watching it, of course. It was just great to see people tweeting about football again. That was the big thing. Also, do follow my Twitter, TheCraigo28. Lots of love. Wrong pass. Was that blocked by the referee? Oh, it did. Fair play. That Berlin kit is so bad. It's so Sunday League. Please do subscribe to me. I'm on my way to 5k subs. I'm about 20 off, I think. God, you're asking me to remember stuff from ages ago. Kurt Zouma's goal against United? God. I remember. I can't remember what happened, actually. I remember going nuts and thinking it had gone in, but... Jesus Christ, that's testing my memory. That is testing my memory. And also as well, we've got to consider 5 subs in this as well. And there's a lot of big names on the bench, especially for Bayern. Perisic, Lucas Hernandez, Kingsley Coman. They'll all come on, I'm sure. This is the interesting thing about what's going on at the moment, is how... Oh yeah, he's definitely offside. Yeah, it's one of the weird things. Of course, now you've got 5 substitutions. It's just for what reason you're going to use them. Haaland, I thought, should have come off the second they went 3-0 up yesterday. He played the old game, especially when they got 5 subs. It just kind of baffles me a bit. So it'd be interesting to see what happens and if people prioritise other positions over others. It's interesting to know. I am a football coach as well. I have been for many years, so it always interests me. Do you think Chelsea get top 4? I don't think the season should resume. If it does, oh my God, they're advertising Woolworths. Bloody hell. Don't tell me that's the same Woolworths that used to be Woolworths in the UK. Oh my God, Jesus. Sorry, back to the original question. If season resumes, I think Chelsea get top 4, yeah. I do. But the problem that we've got is I think the only fair way to bring the season to some sort of finish, if it be now or after every game's been played, whatever, I think the only fair way to do it for the whole of English football is to cancel it all. I think that's the only fair way you can do it. And also as well, you have to have every club on board. If every club says, oh yeah, we want to do it and we're okay, that's fair enough. But I was reading an article earlier and it was like, oh, this club says yes, this club says no, they want to get back on track. This is about the finances, this is this. And there's obviously different reasons people want to win games and want to have games at all. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see exactly kind of what happens with the season. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with the season. But who knows? Who knows? If Chelsea, if it does finish, then it does finish. If it does finish at the moment and finish how it is, then I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I do personally think that Chelsea should still be in the Champions League anyway. But I think if the season does go on, we get top 4. We have got the quality. We are slightly ahead as well. Man United are the only real threat. But of course, depending on what happens with Man City, 5th could be enough. I don't see Chelsea not making the Champions League next year, personally. Because I think the likes of Wolves and Sheffield United, teams that were on form, will struggle big time. So I can't see Chelsea missing out on Champions League. If that's, I mean, that's assuming what we're all asking for, of course, about making top 4 is obviously going to get the Champions League. I do think we are. But again, I don't know what the Champions League is going to do. That could be stupid. This is the thing I think a lot of people have to consider, and I don't think enough people are thinking about. Next year is the Euros. It's still the Euros. We have to get the Euros done, otherwise people will flip and go nuts. And then all of a sudden you've got to consider multiple different things. Ball must be flat. You've got to consider multiple different things, main one of which is how early are you going to be able to finish the season with still playing the same amount of games. It's going to be a bit nutty for me. For me, what I would do in terms of everything, in terms of English football, is I would play cup competitions. If cup competitions can get completed by middle of August, or whenever it is, or probably earlier than that, to be fair. If cup competitions could get done by the end of July, I think in the middle of August we could be able to go again and go and get some decent football in. Personal opinion, but there we are. Personal opinion. Because you still get League 1, 2, you know, is it Checker Trade Trophy? I never remember what these things are. Whatever no, it's not Checker Trade Trophy. Paint Trophy. Yeah, Paint Trophy. You can still go and get those games in. Hold them at Wembley if you want to have a final out of it. Yeah, fair enough. People will still get entertained and keep the football going. But it doesn't impact the same amount of teams. Chelsea are in the FA Cup, for example. That's a good one. 7 games left of the FA Cup. Get them played. Do you know what I mean? Get a winner of it. You can't. There's 90 games of the Premier League still be played. Compared to 7, You can see what I'm kind of arguing here, can't you? So there we are. It is what it is. Oh, that shoulder don't look good. It's good because you can actually find out who the manager is now, because I had no idea who what the managers were in the other games earlier. But it's always a geezer on the sideline who's not wearing a mask. That's easy. Easy to do. Right, let's get back into some. There's no perfect solution. There is no perfect solution at all. I've seen young players get hyped up before, but I've never been as impressed by one as I have been with Haaland. Every time I see him play, he has been great. He is a great player. Just a shame that he can't do interviews properly, which people are going, oh, it's hilarious. I just think it's a bit of an arsehole thing to do, personally, because it's... Yes, I am satisfied with our season so far, because it's learning and we're building, and that's all we're doing. If we can get Champions League, then great. Sorry, yeah, back onto Haaland. He's clearly a good player. He can clearly score goals. I just think as a young player especially, you should have that bit of likability about you. I think people like John Terry, for example, I know obviously had his issues, you know, for whatever reason you want to say it. It's mainly problems with other fans, but people can respect the grind that he come up as a Chelsea apprentice and then kind of come up the hard way, and then all of a sudden you get Lampard. Lampard had that big thing that someone told him he weren't good enough. I do hate VAR, so the idea is there, but it's not good enough, to be completely honest with you, and it takes too long. Yeah, no, I think people will kind of appreciate the come out the hard way thing, and they normally have got a personality about them. Where like Neymar was never never had that, you know, that tough experience. He never had that. He never had that much drastic, you know, change or whatever, I suppose. So yeah, no, I think Haaland, if he wants to go and be the best in the world and whatever, people will still like him because of the attitude thing. But even Ibrahimovic, he is the biggest character in football, bar none for me, pretty much. He is a great player, big game player, but he still has the ability to interact with the media, which I don't think Haaland has at all. But let me know, that's just my opinion. If you want to correct me on it, please do, feel free. This is what the chat's here for, as there's nothing going on in this game. Alphonso Davies has been booked. He looks, oh jeez, he looks bad. I don't know who that is, but he looks bad. He's going to score the winner now. He will score a winner. I do think Chelsea can win the FA Cup if it goes on. No one keeps talking about it, but I do think Chelsea can win the FA Cup. Yeah, it's 3 games. We got to do. We got Leicester. Got Leicester. Who else is in it? I think all the big 6 are still in it, but again, who knows what that's going to look like. Liverpool, of course, are out. That's a big one. Man City are still in it, I think, are they? Yeah, they must be. Oh, Tottenham is the one that's not in it. There we are. Yeah. But I do think Chelsea can win it, because all the other teams, they're going to knock each other out. It's just one game. One game after the semi-final. You can be lucky as well. You get lucky in one game. You get lucky draw in the semi-final. You can be in. It's very possible. It's very possible for anyone to win the FA Cup, which is why I think people should probably look into finishing that before you're looking at finishing the season. Because, especially the Premier League season, it is a foregone conclusion, and people are not going to be happy with either any results or any final decision of it anyway. With the FA Cup, you can play 3 games. A team can play 3 games. That's very easily done. Definitely. Man United are in a fight with us, I must admit. Should have got a drink before I started doing this. Well said. No, I'd have a look at that. Yeah, that is. Have a look at that. How much contact is there, though? How much contact is there? He doesn't play the ball, granted. How much contact is there? Well, there we are. It's a penalty.
Easy to know who's going to claim the penalty.
See, have they looked at this? This is the thing.
The greatest Polish striker of them all.
Lewandowski is so good.
He doesn't miss many.
Best striker in the world at the moment. Bar none. Mbappe's up there, but no one's as clinical as this geezer. Right, here we go.
So, Robert
Miss.
Lewandowski,
Oh, keep that.
and he strokes it home.
It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. 1-0 Bayern. There we are.
Almost without,
It is what it is.
even in the history of Bayern Munich, only the great Pep will have stayed.
Who do you hate most? Liverpool United. Oh, that is a very good question. Very, very good question.
Sport today. Lewandowski.
I hate them for different reasons. Liverpool have always given us tough competition over many, many years. But I don't like their fans as well. Where with Man United, I just really don't like their fans. You can appreciate Man United have been the best team in England as a whole for the best part of 20 years. Over 20, 25 years. Oh, probably 30 years. But it's one of those weird ones. I mean, 20 years in the Premier League, they won the first one, they won the 20th one. That's consistency at that amazing level. Where in more recent years they've dropped off, but the fans are still deluded. Where with Liverpool, they've given us good games in the past, but more recently fans have weirdly calmed down, I suppose. I think because they know it's going to be their year and it's just kind of wearing off. So that's a tough one. That's a very, very tough question.
That makes it double hard now for little Union Berlin.
I think I'd probably have to say...
Lewandowski's
I think I'd probably have to say Man United. I would probably have to say Man United. Only for the reason is there's a fair few Man United fans that live round here that I live in London. And they all fit into the Man United fans, deluded people, all this old jargon, you know how it is. And yeah, I probably would say them, definitely. I definitely would say them. Because they are deluded. Some of them are absolutely thick. You get some great Man United fans, but you don't have to get some stupid ones and all. At least Liverpool are like passionate and they may be a bit thick at times and whatever, but they can understand their football. Where Man United, some of them just like, oh, we're the best team in the world and we're the best this. And you ain't, no, you haven't been. You haven't been the best team in the world since like 2009, pretty much. Yeah, I hate Man United more, only because their fans are stupid.
Thomas Muller. Space is beginning to open up suddenly.
I'm not really fussed with this Bayern attack as it is at the moment. Not really. Bearing in mind how much they annihilated us, I'm not a lover of it. Take Liverpool United out of the league and who wins it? Well, the team that's in second, which is City.
So sad, of course, that Union Berlin have not had the chance to fill this little stadium today. It will be
Or are you talking about who I hate more? If that's the case, it's Spurs.
got their long-awaited
Can't stand Spurs. And especially because there's a pub called me called the Black Bull, which is actually in the In-Betweeners for anyone who watches the In-Betweeners for many, many years. I always just go and watch Chelsea there, and it's a Tottenham pub. And every now and again, I used to go and watch Chelsea play Tottenham and be in that pub watching it when I was a kid. And Chelsea always used to lose, so probably Tottenham maybe for that reason.
They just lagged a bit, I think, here in Union Berlin since going behind from the penalty spot.
That's handball. Don't matter if he was trying to move it behind his head, it's still handball.
Then Bayern have taken control.
You Bayern have taken control. Of course, they've taken control. It's Berlin. I didn't realise how bad Hertha Berlin were as well. I didn't realise just how low they were in the table. Because I always thought, I always think of them Cologne. I remember Cologne had like a team of the season card about 2 years ago, and they were big time on that. Right, here we go. Out of Chelsea, United, Spurs, Arsenal, Wolves, Everton, Leicester, Sheffield United, who is the next team to win the league? Chelsea.
Since he's taken over.
Chelsea, 1,000,000%. Man City will still be the next team to win the league. Because they've got so much money behind them. That's the simple fact of the matter. They've got shed loads of money behind them.
He's really good within the dressing room. He's important. I think the football on the pitch has been outstanding. Obviously, goal scoring has been exceptional, but defensively they've been a lot
Is a
better.
good point.
Balance of the team is very, very good.
Did people watch my reaction videos, by the way?
I think
Let me know.
could be one of the outsiders for the Champions League. When they played in London against Chelsea was outstanding.
Did people watching my reaction videos? No. Thank you very much. Thanks for saying. Let's have a look. This hasn't been the most entertaining first half, I must admit. But we have got a goal, which is a positive, and we've had a disallowed goal. We've had a bit of VAR. It's not been the most entertaining at all. I'm not sure whether I should keep the stream going. Oh, thank you, Holly Palmer. I don't know if I should keep the stream going or do a second one for the second half. I'm not sure. I'll have to think. I think I should keep it going and just not be in it, and then have loads of people hopefully come back in the second half. How many people have we had watching it? That's really a good thing to look at. Hundred 60 people have been on it so far. That's all right. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Do people want me to do a reaction video for this? That'd be a good thing to probably ask. Do people want me to do a reaction video for this game? Because I said I wouldn't, but if people want me to, then I will. Got to please the people. People pleaser. You got it. Oh, who's this?
I'm going to Tesco. Do you want anything?
Oh, can I get a bag of nibbles? Caramel nibbles.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Bye.
Good family. That's what you want. Good family. She keeps opening the bloody front door. My feet are freezing. Oh my God. Yeah, not been fussed by this game, I must. Bag of nibbles, yes. Big bag of nibbles. Caramel nibbles absolutely hit differently. What do people think? Should I do a video for the second half, go away, stop the live stream, then come back to it? Because I don't know what I'm going to do with filling 15 minutes of filler, to be completely honest with you. You can't pick up another live stream, can you? Like, pick it back up again? No, I don't think you can do that. Surely can't be able to do that. They do hit differently. Thank you very much, this geezer. What's your name, sorry? Lapis. I hope I said that out. Lapis Lazuli. Oh, that's a fantastic name. Italian, I'm going to guess. Probably wrong. Probably just been very offensive. I apologise.
So, this is always a hopeful moment for Union Berlin with triple over corner kick duty.
That's a good corner, that was.
Get the job done.
I will come back with another video. That is what I will do indeed. I'm glad people have liked it as well. I'm glad. You always don't know what you're going to do with these things, because you have this idea, oh, I'll do that, and I'll do this, and I'll do that. But you actually don't know what it is, and there's a mental state you've got to kind of get into yourself, where you just go, do it. Rather than, you know, oh, I might do it, I might not. You end up working yourself up for no reason whatsoever. Thank you, I appreciate it very much. Did I get where you're from correct as well? Yeah, Lapis, tell me where you're from. I apologise if you're not Italian. Someone got a Polish guy in there. Sorry, I need to go back to the main video. I'm all over the place. I've got people trying to tell me to check my DMs. I've got people telling me that someone's this and someone's that and whatever. I've got a lot going on. I apologise for this, people. Oof, I thought I was in. Bloody hell. Worth an effort, to be fair, from Provard. There we are, that's half time. I'm going to go, I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to come back for the second half, nice and fresh. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you then turn off the notification bell to make sure you don't miss second half. Take care. You're from Azerbaijan! Oh my god, sorry, where are you from, Baku? Oh my god, I love Azerbaijan. Come back to me, second live stream, we'll talk about it, because I love Azerbaijan, it's fantastic. See you in a bit.